Hey, it's John from Tinderbox Arts. In this video, I'm going to do a complete review, including some close-ups of the TCX Baja mid-rise waterproof motorcycle boot. As part of that review, though, I almost have to mention another competitor, and this is the Forma Adventure Low. And you can see they look almost identical. They're very similar boot. I've owned this boot for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. I have a previous video reviewing these. Now I have more experience with them, and I want to try to compare the two because they're in the same price range, and if you're buying one, you're probably looking at the other. So I want to give you a comparison so you can know which is going to be the better boot for you. I'm not doing adventure riding, personally. I'm doing street riding. I'm not going on trails at all, nothing like that. So this is a mid-rise boot. And they do make it in a taller version, so if you are doing off-roading, you'll get more protection for your shins and all that. So I'm not talking about that kind of riding, I'm talking about street riding, so let me just make that clear right up front. What I like about this style of boot, though, is that it does offer protection, but at the same time you can walk around in a town somewhere and not look completely out of place. So let's talk about the construction of this boot. It's waterproof, but it gets that waterproofing from a liner inside. You can see it has this webbing right here when you take it apart, and that liner is what keeps your foot dry. Now, are you going to be able to walk through a pond with these things and not get your feet wet? I don't know, probably not. The way they get this waterproofing is that liner, and then the sole of the boot is formed and it either has adhesive or it's heat formed to the rest of the boot, so that's supposed to keep the water out. In my experience, on the street, when you're just riding through rain and you're getting splashing up and that sort of thing, it's fine. It is waterproof. But if you're going to be walking through puddles with it, maybe it's not. Now, what I like to do, this is real leather, so I like to treat that leather to give it an additional layer of waterproofing. Otherwise, this leather can become soaked, and even though your feet may be dry because of the liner, you're still walking around with wet boots. So by treating this leather, it'll help the leather last longer, and it will help give you another layer of water protection. Now, the way you put this boot on, there's no zippers or anything like that. You're just sticking, there's Velcro up here, so you loosen that. You stick your foot in there and make sure you get that webbing tight like that. And then you have these cinches here, these buckles here, which are adjustable to a wide degree. One thing I did notice on this boot, if I buckle this up and buckle this up, you can see it kind of pinches the leather, and there's one little area right here that comes out. And I've seen that on other videos that I've watched, and I think that it's not going to be a problem really, and it doesn't affect the waterproofing at all, but it is a little bit annoying that that's going to stick out. Now I can feel there is some ankle protection right here. There's like a plastic disc underneath the leather. You can't see it, but you can feel it that it's there. So there is, some protection there for your ankles. There's this little piece of rubber, it's like a hard rubber that sticks out so that if you start sliding, it's not going to pull the buckle off, hopefully. And there's multiple layers of leather. And of course, for the shifter pattern, you have this leather patch right here that goes over the rest of the boot. This part right here is kind of soft and squishy. Not sure why, really. I guess it'll help protect your foot to some degree, but it also just feels a little bit more comfortable, maybe. There is some reflective, it's not tape, it's like built into the boot here. It's got kind of a rubbery feel to it, but that is reflective. And if you look at the tread, it's somewhat aggressive, but not as aggressive as some others. It has kind of it's stiff, but it has some stickiness to it. So I think it'll hold pretty well as far as putting your foot down and not sliding around. At the top here, there is, this kind of moves with your leg. Same on the back. I do feel, it's a pretty stiff boot, and I do feel it will need some breaking in. But since it is real leather, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And like I said, when I treat the leather, that helps to break it in as well. At the bottom of the boot where your foot goes, that is a removable insert, so if you want to do something different, you could. Now let me do some comparisons between this TCX boot on the right and the Forma boot, which I've owned for several years now, on the left. They are very similar, and if I just pull them aside here, let me just get them side by side, you'll see the look. It's almost identical, right? Not much difference there. But there is some differences in the construction and the sizing of it in particular. The Forma boot, for one thing, you'll see the sole is a little bit more aggressive and looks a little bit more like a hiking boot. The buckles are very similar, And as far as I mean, they look a little bit different, but as far as quality, they look about the same. I noticed the TCX, the way this little rubber bumper, if you will, comes up is a little bit better than on the Forma. The Forma, it should be a little bit bigger, and I would think in a slide, this buckle would catch, whereas on the TCX, I think you have a better chance. So that was better done on the TCX boot. Now, as far as sizing, they're very similar as far as height. Now, this is a size 41, this is a size 42. And if I put them on top of each other, you can see they're almost identical. The Forma is slightly higher, although it's also a slightly bigger boot, but they're very similar, almost indistinguishable. What is different is the size of the toe. Now, this is something that if you look at my old review of the Forma and on many other people's reviews of this boot, one complaint is that the toe box is particularly big. Big in two different ways. The height is one problem, and it's also fairly wide. Now, if you look at the TCX, you can see the height is nowhere near as tall, and it's also a narrower boot altogether. Let me see if I can get these side by side. I'm not sure how much that comes through on camera, but in life, you can see that this toe on the TCX is narrower than here on the Forma. So if you have big feet, you might prefer the Forma, honestly. The TCX, as far as the fit, when I try it on, it's a narrower fit, and it's just a little bit tighter of a boot. So look, here on my R1200 RT, my BMW bike, you can see how this toe box can affect shifting, right? So, I mean, it's a fairly big boot, and when you put this boot just resting here like this, you can see how the shifter, you can get it under there, but it's a little bit of a stretch. So if I pull back a little bit, you can see this boot is already hitting, the fairing here. So you can get in there, and when it's on your leg, it's not a problem, but you need to be aware of it, and it's something where you think about shifting rather than just doing it automatically. By contrast, the TCX, you can see it's a smaller toe box, and you have a much easier time of getting your toe in there to do the shifting. So I think if you're the type of rider that just wants to shift automatically and not think about it, or you're doing quick shifts or that kind of thing, you're going to be much happier with a TCX because it's just a smaller toe box and easier to get your foot into the shifter. Along the same lines, there's another point of comparison I want to make, which is that the Forma has it's a pretty thick rubber pad here meant to protect your boot from the shifter, whereas the TCX just has a leather patch. So on first glance, you might say, okay, well, that's better for the Forma because that rubber is going to hold up better maybe than the leather. But I have to say, when I'm wearing this boot, there is one thing that bugs me, which is that under normal circumstances, when you're just on the bike shifting, it's not a problem. Even when you're walking around, it's not a problem. But if you squat down to check the tires for air or, whatever you're doing, this rubber is so stiff that it tends to dig into your foot. So when the boot bends, you can see how that rubber doesn't allow any flex here. It's all right here. By contrast, the TCX has this leather patch, and I haven't owned it long enough to know yet, but I believe this will be more flexible. And again, after I treat it, the leather will move more easily, and I don't think this is going to be a problem with the TCX boot. Now, as far as general comfort, when you first put the Forma on, it's very comfortable. It doesn't really need much breaking in. However, the sole in the bottom, where you put your foot, is a little bit stiff. By contrast, the TCX does feel like it will need some breaking in. It's a very stiff boot. However, it's got like a memory foam sole when you put your foot inside there, or an insert, and that's pretty comfortable. So as far as walking around, I think either one is okay. But I think ultimately the TCX, once it's broken in, probably has a slight edge there. So as far as comfort, the bottom line is, I think if you have bigger feet, you're probably going to be looking at the Forma. If you have smaller feet or narrow feet, or if the toe box is a big deal for you, you're probably going to be headed towards the TCX. Now, sizing on the TCX, I think, is pretty much accurate. I have a Euro 41, which is a size 8 in men's in the US, and that's what I bought, and it fits perfectly. I wouldn't have any complaints about that. However, some people have, like I said, a wider foot, or just prefer a little bit looser fit, in which case you might want to go up a half size. The Forma, this is a 42, which would be like an 8.5 in men's in the US, and it is slightly big on me. Now this is good in one sense in that I use this in wintertime. So if I want to use toe warmers or thick socks, I have a little bit extra room to do that with this. Another difference between these two is this area right here at the top. On the TCX, it's thin, it's basically just leather, and there's not much padding there. The Forma did a much better job in that regard. This is like it's not neoprene, but it's got a fuzziness to it, and it's squishy, so you have a little more play. It's a nicer feel on the back of the leg. Now, I haven't owned these TCX boots long enough to give you, the perspective that comes with time. However, I do have another pair of boots, which I also did a review on, made by TCX, a different model, and they have been very good. I've had no complaints about them. In fact, they're my favorite boot, very comfortable. So it's really about sizing as far as differences between these boots more than anything else. I think both are going to give you adequate protection for street riding anyway. I'll just leave you with some last minute information here. I did treat the leather, which went very well, and I've just been wearing these really around the house to try to break them in, and they're breaking in very easily. So really within a couple hours, they're really much more comfortable than when I first put them on, and they tend to get a little bit wider here as you wear them in. So it's really a comfortable fit now, and that memory foam on the bottom is really nice too when you're just walking around. Another thing I noticed on the Forma boots, it just didn't work out that little patch where you shift actually hit exactly where the shifter is. But with these boots, the TCX, it hits dead center in the middle. So for whatever reason, it just works out better for me. Maybe that's not for everybody, but it's really perfectly positioned for me. You can see the pants will go over the boot without any problem as well. So that works out well. I haven't had much chance to ride because it's the middle of winter and I can't even get up my driveway right now. But I can see these are going to be very comfortable, and I don't foresee any problems at all.